Why does it take so long initializing? Why am I not seeing it on my YouTube yet? Aha. So, to my eagerly, impatiently waiting 2 viewers, one of which is me, here I am. We're doing the Saturday night openish stream where everybody who knows me can either ask for the link or already has it. Oh, now 3 viewers. Wow, I'm exploding. I'm the next PewDiePie. So, yeah, I have no particular subject tonight. The thing was, I was pretty sick for a while. Some of you may remember I was going to do a second TNG hour with my friend JM a while ago, but I had some yeah, inner body issues. And yeah. And I could be on other people's streams because there wouldn't be any pressure on me. I guess I don't know if anybody can understand that doing your own stream, it's a bit different than being on somebody else's stream. So if anybody wonders, oh, you say that you couldn't do any streams, but you were on other people's streams. It's like, yeah, it's different when you're you're the one in the main spotlight. And hello in the chat, Yvette. That rhymed, at least with a German accent. Yeah, like I said, no particular subject, and I have to kind of improvise because I didn't even think of an introduction of how I would start with no particular subject other than, talking about why I haven't streamed in a while and why I'm streaming now, and and why my throat is full of gunk. Well, you know that because I'm a chain smoker. Sorry about that. Yes. I'm hitting a roadblock. I mean, at least my brain is. The rest of me really isn't. But the brain hitting a roadblock is the worst part of the body. Hitting a roadblock. Every other part of the body, all you do is get injured. But brain hitting a roadblock means you get kind of stuck and try to figure out how to continue. Oh, there's Bert. Ah, my savior. Hey, Bert. I just...
Hello, Kapla. Hello, world.
Hello,
Kapla.
I just got really stuck for a second there. So thank you for appearing.
Thank you. I had to take a minute to get my avatar set up.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I did send a message to a few people. I mean, my stream limit is 2 hours. Maybe somebody appears. I mean, we do see some guy from Florida doing Florida things. Who knows? But for now, yeah, I was actually sorry. I was thinking I was slacking off on Star Trek videos, and the other day I actually noticed that I was rewatching Deep Space Nine, and for some reason I always thought that Odo infected the founders during the time that the Dominion occupied Deep Space Nine. But it didn't make any sense. How would it get back to the Great Link? And
yeah, the timing on that was always a bit suspect.
Yesterday, I finally, when they do like the Sloan episode, Bashir mentions the star date, and then I finally checked it out on Memory Alpha. It was actually in Broken Link that he infected them. Like Section 31 infected them before, infected Odo before Broken Link. I never realized that, and now it makes sense.
Right, which is very suspect because they weren't at war, right?
Yeah, but technically, the Federation was kind of threatened, and Section 31 does not have the most,
Yeah,
the
Section
best
31
morality.
doesn't wait.
The thing though I thought was funny about it was that in Broken Link, the the founders were punishing Odo, and in return,
They
they
got
nearly,
yeah,
yeah.
they got their comeuppance.
I mean, in hindsight, that's really that's kind of dark. But yeah, yesterday I finally looked it up because it always bothered me that how did the virus actually get to the link? I watched like the entire 10 season ending arc of the show.
The 10 episodes
Yeah,
arc.
10 episodes.
Yeah.
Just like a Picard season, except that stuff happens.
Hmm. Sure enough. I mean, I find myself rewatching DS9 sometimes from the first episode, sometimes from the start of season 4, which is Way of the Warrior,
Yeah.
and sometimes just from basically middle of season 7, which is just the war arc
Yeah,
conclusion.
sometimes I literally just exclusively watch the arc episodes. Just and I skip the individual stories, I just watch the arc episodes. Because not everybody needs to see like Meridian and or a simple investigation or times often.
Times often, that's the Molly O'Brien.
Yeah, where she's like
Yeah,
sent back in time.
yeah, that's a tough one. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not the worst episode, but nobody gives a shit.
Yeah, and it's one of those Star Trek episodes where it's like it's a good idea. I mean, it's a good story idea. It's just not convincing as an episode.
I mean, the ancient Bajorans, or presumably somebody, had technology to go back in time, and they just left it in a cave somewhere, and it just happened to be working centuries later.
I mean, they do the Bajorans do leave a lot of stuff in caves. Let me just check. Hey,
That's true. Pop
PC
culture
curator.
curator.
Yeah, I sent
Hey,
him a
Pop.
message. I invited him if he wants to come on or if he wants to be in the chat. It's his choice. But yeah, they do leave a lot of cave in caves. They have like their fire. I mean, the Bajorans didn't leave the power race in caves. The power race were sent there by the prophets, but they have that ancient cities there. So lots of story. There's lots of stories about stuff in Bajoran caves. They seem to have like a thing for caves. Probably not a good idea to go into a cave on Bajor. You never know what you're gonna find.
Didn't Kira say they left a bunch of ships in caves or something
Yeah, that
once?
too. That really
Yeah,
seems seems to be seems to be their thing. Bajorans and their caves. It's like next time
you'd
you
think the Ferengi would start
what?
searching. The Ferengi should start searching Bajoran caves. Sure, there's
Yeah,
plenty to find
yeah.
valuables.
There's probably some good stuff there, but it could also be like you go in a Bajoran caves and suddenly it's like graboids or something. You know, Bajoran zombies. Hey, where did this come from? Yeah, they have their thing with caves. I was also watching the episode where Odo meets Lars, the other one of the 100.
I hate that episode. I really disliked it. I really just disliked that other shapeshifter.
Yeah, I think that was the point. He was just the biggest
I don't feel
dick
so bad.
ever.
He got infected with
Yeah,
the
even though
virus.
I read that they wrote some book that he somehow rejoined the link and got cured.
Just thinking about this makes me more angry about Picard season 3
Why?
because it so heavily relies on the Dominion and the virus, and it's all bullshit.
Hmm. I mean, the funny thing about Picard season 3 is that it was um, trying to be sold as fan service, even though it was the opposite, because what fans always wanted was a war between the Dominion and the Borg, and what Picard season 3 delivered was an alliance between the some shapeshifters at least and the Borg. Like that's the opposite of fan service. Fan service isn't giving people what they've already seen before, like not member berries, not references. It's giving people what they were always asking for, answering unanswered questions. Ah, there's L. deGrasse Tyson. Somehow, either Evie Max is wonky on the viewer numbers, or everybody drops out after 1 second. Let's see. We will find out. But yeah, plenty of reasons to get annoyed by Picard season 3. I was actually going to make a video about that too, because When I was sick, I watched. I needed some really calm, peaceful stuff, and I watched Young Sheldon, which is a prequel to Big Bang Theory, and had like 20 episodes per season, and it had like 3 or 4 references to Big Bang Theory per season. They were all really short, quick things.
Mm.
And it kind of raised the question that you can watch Young Sheldon without ever having seen The Big Bang Theory. What if you found somebody who has never seen Star Trek, any Star Trek in their entire lives, and showed them Picard Season 3? Would they understand any of it?
That's a good question.
That's the thing. After I watched Young Sheldon, that's the thing I've been wondering about. If you showed Picard Season 3 to someone who has never seen any Star Trek before, would they be able to make any sense of it?
I mean, I could see them understanding, but would they understand it? Yes, is the question.
Exactly.
They might like it, but they don't
Yeah.
understand what it's what it's
Yeah.
what it's
I mean,
destroying.
there's some action and CGI, I guess, but if you've never seen Star Trek before and you watch Picard Season 3, what are you going to get out of it? Uh, you don't know what changelings are. You don't know what the Borg are. You don't know why Data has Dr. Moriarty on his space station and a Raven or whatever, and why Geordi has a space station with a ring of old ships around it, and why Jack Crusher is called Jack Crusher, and why the alarm sirens look like that and make that sound, and
Why Beverly has any special relationship with Picard?
yeah. One second, I just need to fetch something. I'll be back in 1 second.
Thank you for tuning in to the John Gill channel today. He is feeling better and returning to streaming.
Yeah, fun fact that smoking cigarettes is really, really difficult without cigarette papers.
Yeah, I wouldn't know, but I believe you.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't improve your life.
The only thing I ever smoked was one puff of one cigar, and I knew immediately it wasn't for me.
Yeah, cigars are not the best way to start out, which is probably good. So everybody should do it that way. Like for me, it was the usual story that I switched schools and went to a new high school, and I didn't know anybody, and I didn't know what to do during the breaks.
So you figured pick up smoking,
Yeah, because no, new high
make you
school.
look cool,
No, just to do
to,
anything during the breaks. I
just
had
to
no idea
talk
what
to.
else to do. You know, the ideas you get as a teenager.
I guess. I don't know.
It's like, as a teenager, you're not exactly the smartest person you'll ever be.
That's true. Although, to be honest, I think I was probably smarter as a teenager than I am now.
Oh. I know that I was full of energy. I wouldn't say smarter, but just full of physical energy, but also full of creative energy.
Mm.
It was like the time we were still doing pen and paper role playing, watching Star Trek, and playing video games, and don't even know where I got all that time. Like the days were longer back then.
I'd say I was certainly more logical, but as much as I would say I was smarter, I would say I'd be worried if I had placed my 18-year-old self in charge of making my current decisions. That would that would scare me. So,
Yeah, it's a bit more impulsive, a bit less experienced. Let's just check. Okay, there. Um, there. Okay. Check something on the computer. So yeah, I'm ever going to pay for a YouTube promotion. It's going to be for my video demanding a challenge that somebody who's never seen Star Trek has to watch Picard season 3.
let's see. My YouTube promotions are still broken.
Still glitchy, I guess. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why they call them beta.
Well, mine aren't listed as beta. Mine are
Huh, mine
mine are
are.
are listed as actual just promotion, no beta.
Okay.
I am so tempted to do a new promotion with spending more money, but I've got $62 kind of already stuck in the ether, but it hasn't been assigned to a promotion, but it's also, I can't do anything with it.
Yeah, I know that feeling. I have that on a different website that I use for music. I spent the money. There's no way of using it, and I can never get it back because they don't have a return policy, which is good for them. I mean, it's only $20. It's not exactly like it's going to change my life, but still doesn't stop it
And
from being annoying.
not even sure actually I can order. I create new promotion.
I mean, that would be the best thing if you can create a new promotion from the money spent on a promotion that didn't work. If you can redirect the money.
That's what I've been trying to do. That I assumed, I mean, I assumed I could just put in new money and that would work again. But I don't even think I can do that now.
Huh.
I don't see a way to add money.
So yeah, then it's literally the ether.
Like I'm stuck. I don't think I could. I don't think I could do a promotion even if I wanted to. You know,
Hmm. But you can't do a new promotion while your previous one is still stuck?
apparently not. It's your new promotion. What video do you want to promote? Select one
Okay.
in the channel.
No, go away. What? What just happened? God damn it. Just out of where the I'll just God, Google Chrome annoys me. I'll just do it the traditional way and yeah, I linked the link to the panel. I cannot pin it because that stupid heart is out of the way. Can I somehow disable that crap? Whoever is the third person in the viewers, please say something so I can pin my own. There it is. Click on there. But still that heart annoys me. I want to make it go away. How do I make the heart go away?
You make the heart
No, the
in
heart on the bottom right of the
of the
chat.
text. Yeah, you got
Yeah.
to go to reaction. If you go to edit video in YouTube,
Oh, that's pop culture curator. Sorry. Sorry, I'm slow. Hello.
Hello, guys. I don't know how to get my avatar to work on this.
Yeah, it's not a priority. Yeah, actually, LDG recommended this service to me, but in hindsight, probably StreamYards is better.
If you go to the three dots in your at the bottom, it should say change avatar under edit name.
Ah, I see
It
what you
says here,
mean.
it says your camera has low faps. You're not fapping enough.
Frames per second.
Yeah, you should fap more.
I need to fap more. Let's see. I'll try to select an avatar. See if it works. Poach, come here. Get over there.
Is that a dog?
Every time I get on a stream, my dog starts.
Yeah, I know the feeling. They haven't had food in weeks.
You can hit stop cam, start, stop cam. That'll put you so you can choose an avatar.
Let's see if this works. Nope, that didn't do it. Let me try again. Won't give up that easily.
Yeah, this is weird to figure out. We were comparing the free services of StreamYards and EVMux, and apparently EVMux allows a few more options on the free service, but the software kind of sucks a bit.
Yeah, now I don't have any options when I click on the three little dots.
Huh.
You gotta turn off the camera first. LDG just tried to tell me something. I couldn't hear him.
He could just come on here and tell you in the face.
There we go. Up. Try this again.
It says he's coming.
Huh. Yeah, then I have to pay attention to because it doesn't give any notification, which annoys the fuck out of me.
Oh, it doesn't give you a beep sound?
And no beep
but
sound.
When he talks, we should be able to hear him. There he's coming in now.
There's add to scene.
All right, I don't know why EVMux can't remember my name or anything, man.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out this weird software.
Bird, you're not getting the goal when you promote the. Do you want this for engagement or views when you promote something? Because you're on a branded account. I just tested it with my branded account, and it doesn't give you that question.
Because it's a branded account.
The reason the promotion is slightly different on branded accounts than regular accounts.
That sucks.
So
I don't know why that's affecting your visibility, but I'm just saying that whole question you're like, you don't even have, you're not even asked. Yeah, branded accounts are not asked that.
So LDG, you're that Euro symbol, and PC Curator is that weird orange thing.
The weird orange thing.
Yeah. Weird orange is his camera covered.
That's correct.
Covered with what?
That's cool. Look orange.
Tape or paper or something.
A wall.
Yeah, I'm in where it says I clicked on edit avatar, and I'm in where it says edit guest data. And I have loaded it, but it doesn't show up. I don't know why.
Bert got it to
You
work.
got to turn off your camera.
virtual back.
Oh yeah, you can't have an avatar when your camera is on, obviously.
Yeah, so you got to.
Yeah, I'm
Go
looking for
to-
that option.
There should
The
be
option to turn off your camera is under the screen
directly
where...
under the four of us,
Yeah.
the box that has the four of us. There you go.
Well, it's a little
That
off.
was it? Seriously? That was the problem? Okay, I could have helped you with that if I thought it was something that simple.
Thank you, Bird.
No worries.
I figured it was some
It's a
complex
little,
problem.
it looks like almost like an eclipse, a partial eclipse.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it centered right. There's a lag when I crop the image.
God
All right.
damn it, I thought it was some super complex problem that you were having with the software.
I don't know why it has that partial image like that, because I cropped it correctly.
LDG is way ahead of
Oh
me.
well.
Yeah, I need to scroll right because there's some limited space on the... This annoying, badly formatted software. If I can afford a paid service, I think I'll switch to StreamYards. I think it can't be worse than this bad formatting that Emux has. You need to like constantly scroll everywhere because nothing fits anywhere. No wonder Salty likes it because it sucks. Oh, there's Daniel. Oh, and yeah, I did actually end up pinning the thing, the link. Hey, 4 viewers. None of my regular subscribers who are once again being lazy. If any of you watch this, the recording of the stream afterwards, shame on you. Use the frickin' bell icon in the
Here
future.
we go.
God, what is it with people not using the bell icon? Come on.
The notifications?
Yeah, don't just subscribe, use the bell icon. Because
Well,
I have...
I'm not an expert, but I'm guessing what they need to do first is go to your channel and see if they look at your content, see if that's something they're interested in. If it is, and click the alert notification.
No, I'm referring to my subscribers who once again aren't, and I see none of them here because they just subscribe and don't click the bell icon, so
No,
they don't
right.
know I'm
That's
live
what I'm.
streaming.
That's what I was. Well, that's what I was saying. But like I have channels I'm sub to, but I don't hit the alert notification because I go and I look at their content and I see if it's something I want to be notified. If it is, I click the notification button. If it isn't, then I don't.
Well, the difference for me is I don't click the bell icon for things where I just want to watch videos. Then it doesn't matter if I see it a week later or a day later or a
Right.
month later. If it's people doing live streams, that's a different thing.
Same here. That's why when I sub to your channel, I did click the alert notification.
You're amazing. Ah, you're a legend.
But I know there's a lot of people who don't click the alert notification. I know sometimes because they're getting lots of alerts. I know, like with my Twitter, I end up turning a lot of them off because I get inundated with them. I just get too many.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen to me anytime soon. But yeah, I already told Bert earlier I've been slacking off a bit on doing videos, even though there's lots of Star Trek videos I've been meaning to do, and lots of other videos about other subject, like that Civil War movie that the famous YouTubers were talking about, and I think they are full of shit. I wanted to do like a counter video of that, but still haven't gotten around to it. Because I don't know if you've seen the trailer for that Civil War movie written by the guy who wrote 20 Days,
Is that the name
28
of it?
Days.
That Civil War movie? I haven't heard of it.
It's called Civil War,
No, I
and it's
haven't heard of
about
it.
a civil war in the USA.
Oh, I doubt it's going to be realistic these days. Forget that.
And the thing is, the trailer came out, and then the famous YouTubers that we know, like Nerdrotic and all that stuff, were going on about how that's going to be a movie about Trump supporters and Antifa and whatever and all that stuff in the USA. But none of that is in the trailer. The trailer looks like a Roland Emmerich disaster movie that's really about nothing and just explosions.
So
Like,
so what they're doing is they're basing all this on the trailer. Is that correct?
no, they're not even basing it on the trailer. They're basing it on their own projections.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is they haven't seen the movie.
I think it comes out like this month or
Well,
next.
then they're fools. That means they're just doing it for clicks. That's
Yeah,
all.
exactly. In the trailer, all you see it basically looks like a Roland Emmerich disaster movie. It's just
Right, Nerdrotic is
and stuff.
you gave a perfect example. He's just in there for the clicks.
Yeah.
He's
Uh,
a
the
he's a exaggerates and he
yeah.
sensationalizes for clicks.
I,
So
I,
I don't, me myself personally, don't sub to that channel.
as the trailer does not have one single current day political message. It doesn't even have a hint of a current day political message. It's just
No, that's not
basically
the. You're
a
reading too much
disaster
into it.
movie.
You're reading too much into it. He's just doing it for
Yeah,
clicks.
it's just projection.
He could say it's naked women bouncing up and down. He's just doing it for clicks. So
Yeah,
I
if
wouldn't
you
bother even reading or listening to his review of a review of a review. It's like no,
yeah,
no thanks.
yeah, I mean, if you could have naked women bouncing up and down on YouTube, then obviously that's what I'd be doing on my
I know, but
channel all day long.
there's a lot of people. Their channels just thrive on negative clicks,
Yeah,
and that's I don't know. I don't. That's not my bag.
yeah,
I
that's
don't
just
sub to channels like that. You won't find me sub to Nerdrotic or Doomcock
exactly.
or or Critical Drinker or any of that stuff because once they've
Yeah,
seen the movie, maybe I'll listen to the review.
yeah,
But
exactly.
not these people that go for negative clicks just for publicity. No, it's like no thanks.
Exactly that. Yeah, I like the reviews after they seen the movie, but the assumptions based on own projections, based on
Right, and then when the
I
movie
don't know.
comes out and you find out they were totally wrong, they don't
Mm,
apologize for it. Nobody calls them out on it.
yeah, exactly. I mean, I unsubscribed from Doomcock because he was just too much of
Kathleen
the.
Kennedy get fired yet?
Yes, Kathleen Kennedy. Exactly. I was going to
Jeez.
say it.
How many years you gonna sing that tune, right?
Oh, I mean, you know the story from
I
elementary
know.
school that if a boy teases a girl a lot, that means he's into her. And with Doomcock and Kathleen Kennedy, yeah, he's seriously got it for her.
Well, they just remind me of the person. If you use that analogy, they're the kids on the playground that make up gossip because they like attention. They want everybody standing around them, so they're
Yeah.
always making up gossip about other people. And when you actually call them on and say, "Were you actually there?" Well, no.
Yeah, there's a bunch of channels I unsubscribed from in recent years. I was just going to say unrecent years. That's not even a word. In recent years, like Midnight's Edge, because too many conspiracy theories that just don't make any sense. And I'm still subscribed to Neurotic because he has a similar background than me. Like he used to be in the punk rock scene, and I used to be a singer in punk rock bands. And I'm friends with his kid for a long time, who was moderator on his Facebook group, and I messaged him someday about something in his Facebook group, and we just got talking a lot. So I like Nerdrotic as a person. I don't like his videos all the time, but I think
I
he's
used to
okay
listen
as
to
a
him.
person.
I used to listen to him. When I was living in California. I started listening to Dirt and Doomcock and Nerdrotic right around the same time. It was when they both got started.
Mm.
Nerdrotic was still in San Francisco. He still had his comic book store, but there was a point where I saw they were just sensationalists. They
Yeah.
were like, I don't know if you got old enough to remember. There used to be an
Mm.
old rag magazine called the National Enquirer that put out nothing but false stories and rags, and people used to buy it. It used to be
Mm.
really popular, and
Well,
that's what they remind me of.
we are from different countries, but I think we have the same kind of
Weekly
magazines
World News was
everywhere. It's
yeah,
just different names.
right. There's another one called Weekly World News that was like that.
Yeah, we have the same here, just different names.
Yeah,
I know
Alien
exactly
Boy
what you
found
mean.
right. Alien Boy found in refrigerator. They had those kind of articles and stupid
Yeah,
sensational garbage, but people
but
would buy them up.
yeah, it's always people like that. And
There was
yeah,
there was a reviewer, Mr. H Reviews. I
oh
used to be
god,
I used to be sub to his channel, and the first trailer came out for the Batman movie, the one with Pattinson. It was the very first trailer, and all it showed was people in a church, and the Batmobile. I think it was the Batmobile drives into the church or something like that. And he was going all off on how great that movie is going to be. My God, the best Batman movie ever.
mm,
It's like he goes, you could tell by the trailer, which was like 30 seconds, and
mm,
they only showed Pat. I don't think they showed Pattinson at all. And he was talking about how it was the best movie ever. And all I did was reply, and I said, "You're kind of reading a lot into it just for the trailer, aren't you? It sounds like you've already convinced yourself that it's a good movie." And he just went off cussing at me, called me names,
mm,
every name in the book. He called me.
yeah.
So it's
Uh,
like, no, I don't. No.
with Mr. H reviews, there was a review on Midnight's Edge where he was
That's
invited
him.
as a guest
Yeah, he's a guy. He's one that's full
for
of steroids. Yeah.
for Star Trek Discovery season 3, and there was a quote he was really amused by, and it just showed that he completely flunked any kind of a school education.
Well, you have to be able to allow some criticism. It wasn't even a criticize. I wasn't even criticizing. All I said was, it sounds like you've already convinced yourself you liked the movie.
Mm.
And he went off when I said that, just to call me all these names. He doesn't even know me.
Well, to me, it's like um, when did you get your first connection?
I'm not sure what
Your
you
first
mean.
internet connection? What year?
Oh, I was very early. I had AOL in the U.S., so
Oh
90s.
yeah, I was AOL H2, and think since that I think there's nothing I haven't been called yet, so it doesn't bother me so much. I've been like Nazi, communist, and
Oh yeah,
homophobe, and homosexual, and
yeah. There's been trolls ever
everything.
since yeah. There's been
Yeah.
trolls ever since the
So
beginning. I just don't. I don't go back. Whoever they are, I just like,
yeah,
okay,
exactly.
unsub.
But
I
when people
unsub.
start like that, I'm just like, yeah, okay, you move along.
Yeah,
I'm not interested. I don't care.
yeah. I don't need trolls. Negative,
Yeah,
especially people that criticize people they don't even know. It's like, no
yeah.
thanks. I like people that have a little more positive outlooks on life.
Well, I can't really help you with that. I don't have a positive outlook on life, but I'm not insulting random people. Well,
Well, at
I
least
am, but not in that way.
well, if you can at least be a realist.
Yeah, that I am. That's why I don't have a positive outlook on life.
I have to defend
Who? What?
Doomcock, Good
That's
Rada.
okay.
I
That's all right. If you like them, that's okay.
I do enjoy their stuff. I do think I understand that yes, Doomcock has been talking about Kathleen Kennedy getting fired for years and years now, and I think to a point that's a shtick. That's one point of his channel. I would say that that's a minor point of his channel. That if you go to his channel for his Friday night frolics and his other live shows, it's much more entertainment focused than Kathleen Kennedy focused, and that he's a really nice guy and a really great guy. And
With all due respect, though,
the
Bird, he
shtick,
doesn't.
Bird,
the
one
shtick is
second.
the stick.
Yeah, but
You,
with all due respect, Bird, he hasn't gone after you yet like he did me. All I did was ask him why does he support Disney, and he called me every name in the book, and he sent all his trolls after me.
He
I don't
did
Gary,
know
you?
that he,
Gary,
Wow.
I
Gary is some.
really don't think he sent trolls after you.
First of
He
all,
Other
did.
people
Okay.
might have decided to go after you because they look like you were attacking him. And,
first, first of all, Bird, you
yeah,
didn't defend them. You just made a statement of your personal taste, which is fine. You can like every YouTuber you want. We don't have to agree on which YouTuber we like. I personally unsubscribed from Doomcock because it just didn't resonate with me anymore.
we
I
got
thought he
it.
was
You
better in the
explained it.
beginning.
You
Yeah,
explained your
and
reasoning.
yeah, and so it's not really a.
I just
It's
feel
just
like,
a statement of personal taste. I'm not saying he's a horrible person. Um, PC curator might have a different experience, but I never had any trolls sent after
When
me, and
when
I'm
the
not
people.
Pop. I'm not disputing your story either.
No,
Like
but I'm saying when the people went after me
mhm,
on Twitter, he joined with them. He's like, "Yeah, you're right. He is a piece of shit, and he is this and that." So he could have easily said, "Come on, guys, don't do that." I was a paid sub.
mhm.
I was a paid sub for years with Doomcock.
I
But all
definitely
my mistake was I asked him why does he if he I said I can understand why you hate Paramount when they do the Star Trek,
I
but why
can
do you
definitely
support Disney? And when I did that, I mean that was some Gary something I don't remember his name now,
I can
and
definitely.
Carlos and these other people started going after me, and Doomcock chimed right in. He was monitoring their tweets or whatever they're called.
Sorry, you
I
Americans with
mean,
your weird pauses. Kind of makes me think you're
you
done, and
asked
then you
him
keep talking.
why does he support Disney? I mean, it
Yeah, well,
doesn't
because
seem to me like he supports Disney.
well, no, because when he had his streams and his live panels, he made sure everybody watched like the Mandalorian and all those shows. He would go like if he had six people in the panel, he'd say, "Okay, did everybody watch Mandalorian? Let's go around the panel and tell me what you think about the Mandalorian." That's what I was talking about. Why did he watch it? Why did he
Gotcha.
even give it airtime?
Well, he
That's what I
liked
was
The
talking
Mandalorian.
about. Yeah, but
Doomcock was a fan of The Mandalorian.
I know. But I was listening to him also when he was. I just don't remember the name of the shows they had after that. Boba Fett, I think, was another one. And I don't remember the name of the shows, but every one of them, he would have his panelists watch the shows and give their reviews, and I couldn't figure it out because that's giving Disney publicity. So all I
Mhm.
said was, then why do you support Disney? Why do you can give them airtime? And he could at least give me an answer like a yes or no or here's why instead of just calling me a bunch of names.
I obviously
Anyway,
don't
the thing,
support
Bird, one
doing
second.
that.
The thing I wanted to say to Pop, I do know the thing that somebody famous gives his followers your Twitter and they all start spamming you. I definitely have had that
Yeah, it went
experience.
on for days, and all I
Well,
kept
not on
replying back
Twitter,
saying,
obviously.
I just
Twitter
kept
still.
replying back saying, "Who are you? I don't even know you. Who are
Mm,
you? Why are you doing this?"
mm.
And all that did was fuel the fire. They just kept calling me all these different names.
Yeah,
And
that
none of them knew me. I don't know any of them. It's like
yeah,
I even said that. I go, I don't know you. You don't know me. What is this? What's going on?
that
I
is
never called one negative word, and they called me every cuss word in the book for
yeah.
days.
that is a disturbing experience. I know it. If suddenly some bigger person sends everybody your way, that's
Yeah,
definitely
I'm not
not fun.
imagining things.
I
I'm not
can
imagining things that
I
did happen.
understand that. Yeah.
And he even was knew I was saying, "Look at him! Look how pathetic he is! Look how pathetic he is." When I was saying, "Who are you guys? Why are you guys doing this?" Jim Clark is saying, "Well, look how pathetic he is! Look, what an asshole! Look at the," and I mean a whole bunch of all these horrible cuss words and names. And I was like, "Well, wait a minute! I'm a sub. I didn't mean anything. I don't give a fuck. Blah 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 blah."
Hmm?
You know, he won't show his true colors on his streams, really, but he'll do it on Twitter where there's no witnesses. He was like a bully. You know,
Yeah,
he'll do it. He'll do it behind the schoolhouse, but he won't do it in front of everybody.
but the thing is, I heard about that once on a sorry, a salty strikers third tongue twister, salty shit, salty tracker stream. For God's sake, that time that Doomcock and Neurotic had like their falling out. That
I remember.
everybody was going crazy at each other. So
I don't know why. I remember when it happened. I was a sub on both their channels, but I didn't
yeah,
see
I
any
didn't
reason why go
understand it
after each
either.
other.
I know
But
exactly what happened. I remember it. It was very
Yeah,
unfortunate.
yeah, it was that Ryan guy said everybody that listens to Doomcock are effing retards.
Yeah. So
yeah,
it was right when Friday night, when it was right around the time Neurotic started really passing Doomcock. And um,
He
it
joined up
was
as a
Friday night,
yeah.
um, on Friday night Tights, which is Neurotic's
yeah.
channel. Ryan brought up Doomcock and made, basically laughed at Doomcock. And Gary Neurotic really didn't say anything,
Correct.
kind of went backed up Ryan. And then Doomcock got upset to say that, he really thought Gary should have, defended him to a point, defended
True,
him.
that was the story. I
And
remember now.
Yep, Gary was too
he
busy
didn't.
sucking up the. That's when Gary had just got Geeks and Gamers on his channel. I think he was more focused on that than he was Doomcock.
Yeah. And unfortunately, the first show to feel it was they used to do
Yeah, an
a
alien
Sunday
show.
night show, the alien show,
Um,
the exozone,
Exozone, yes.
exozone.
Yeah.
And it was that died because
And the
that was
thing
it.
is, I've always said it. Everybody knows it of me by now that I can't stand Ryan Kinnell. Every time that guy opens his mouth, I just want to. I'm not going to say anything bad on a stream, but I don't like him. He's the kind of person who rubs me really the wrong way, and that is actually doesn't depend on the personal views or political views, because Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers, I also disagree with him on a lot, but he seems like a really nice guy. But Ryan Kinnell, he seems like I don't know, creepy to me. I don't like him. I just don't like him. He rubs me the wrong way.
Well, I'm not going to disagree with any of that. I feel the same
Mm.
way, but even at a worse
Hmm.
extent.
Like Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers, I mean politically on entertainment, and I probably disagree with him on 1,000 things, but he seems like a really nice person, and we'd probably get along fine in life and have like a beer and everything. He seems like a fine person. Like he's friendly. He has a
Charisma. He's got a
personality.
charisma
Yeah,
about
like
him. I get it.
he seems like a guy you can get along with. And Ryan Kendall, he just rubs me the wrong way so much.
I just, I don't know Ryan. Jerry. I don't know any of these people personally.
Yeah, obviously.
I mean,
I'm
I've
not
had
sure.
conversations, personal conversations with Nerdrotic and Doomcock,
Yeah,
and I do think I know them to a point, and I think they're both deep down. Personally, I think they're good people that, yes, maybe on occasion have made mistakes. I don't know,
yeah.
but certainly, I think um, my personal opinion is I think they're both decent people.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
the
and
story,
if they made mistakes,
the
that's possible.
the story that Pop said. I think it's easy to underestimate your power when you get big really fast. It's easy to underestimate when you suddenly your subscribers go into like the 5 or 6 digits. That when you post something on Twitter, there's suddenly a huge amount of people who listen to you, and some of them take it the wrong way. I think it's easy to underestimate when you. I mean, they Doomcock and Nerdrotic started out exactly like all of us here, like just normal people sitting in their house, having a camera on and streaming or recording videos, and suddenly they have like an influence. I don't think it's easy to notice the point that you suddenly have an influence on people. I mean, that's gotta be weird. Like, if I suddenly had that, I don't know what I would do. Like a bird, what would you do when you suddenly discover that you say something and 100,000 people listen to you?
I would probably just do the same thing I do.
Yeah, exactly. But suddenly people take it really seriously.
Well,
Mhm.
I feel the same way. I would be the same. The thing that makes me different is I don't care if I have 10 subs, 10,000 million. I don't care.
Yeah,
If I see my subs going after somebody and attacking them, I'm going to act on it because I've never liked bullies. I'm a retired teacher
yeah, I
and
know.
I hate bullies, and I've dealt with them before.
Mm.
So I'm not going to say, well, I don't care because they're my wrenches and they're always on my panel, so they can get away with it. I'm not going to be that way. I don't care
Yeah,
who they are. I don't care if they're the co-host of all my streams. I'm
yeah,
not going
but
to allow them to bully anybody.
on the current social media structure, would you even notice the extent of it? Like,
Yes,
if
yes.
right,
Like I said,
if
when they dogpiled on me, he was right with them. He was agreeing with them and talking amongst them, sending tweets. So yes, yeah, he was very much aware of what was going on.
if right now, let's say you have 200,000 subscribers, and you're saying John Gill is an asshole, and all your subscribers go to me, and how much of it would you notice?
Well, but this way, as soon as you messaged me and said, "Hey, they're attacking me," I would act on it, huh? I wouldn't. Rather than that, I wouldn't be attacking you myself and agreeing with them and say, "Well, yeah, well, they are right. You are a dumbass."
Hmm.
That's what he was doing. Believe me, if you guys would have been there, it'd be different.
Yeah, I like I said, I'm not disputing it in any way.
And I'm not the only one, by the way. What it takes to it's happened to the people, but nobody ever knows until it happens to them.
Yeah. Hey, Gorilla's here. Hello, Gorilla.
Blah gorilla.
Hey,
Feel
Gorilla,
free to
Gorilla's having
come
a
up
little bit of
or
trouble
stay
with
in the
his.
chat. It's
Yeah,
up to
Gorilla's having a little
everybody.
bit of. He's having a little bit of problem with his stream from last night.
LDG, no connection. Yes. He's doing the circling thing. I don't know how to turn that off in EVMux. That people who drop out, they just
Hello?
keep like kind of
Hear me now.
circling.
Circling pig?
Oh,
Hello?
he reconnected. LDG.
I've been trying to reconnect it. I've been here the whole time listening to you guys talk. Like you guys are just like ignoring me, you sons of a.
We
Because
didn't hear
My
you for
audio
just
oh,
wasn't.
now.
Of
Yeah,
course
I
we
know
are.
you
You
guys
know,
were.
if
I
we
just
do
I
that
just
talk.
figured that out, my dumbass frickin'. So I just refreshed the page.
So you've been
I'm sitting
talking to
here
yourself the whole
responding to.
time.
I've been talking this whole frickin' time, responding to Doomcock and personal experiences with this and that, and y'all were just ignoring the hell out of me. But anyway, yeah, I shook the hand of Ryan Kinnell, met him in person once. What else did I say that didn't get heard? No, yeah, if I found out my viewers are doing anything in my name, like that's immediate action, like
Hey, there's
immediate
Daniel.
live stream.
Exactly.
Hey,
That's
what's
what
up?
I'm talking about.
Like
Hey,
immediate
Daniel.
live stream, like no
Hey,
questions
Daniel.
asked. And yeah, I did share your stream out, so you might get a few more people coming in here. So
Yes, that was
Very
the
cool.
idea. I was hoping you'd
but
do
for now,
that.
that I think that's most of the stuff I said that you didn't hear earlier, son of a.
You were talking the whole time.
I'm just freaking talking this whole time with you guys. Like, I'm like, the first time Bird interrupted me, I said, okay, well, that's fine. Maybe I wasn't saying anything important. Then Pop interrupts me. Then you interrupt me. Then Bird again interrupt. I'm like, the fuck? Hello? Hello? And then nobody says
Wow.
anything. I'm like, oh my God, dude.
By the
But I
way,
looked at
this
my
is
freaking my audio is going up and down, so I know the audio is going through, but I guess for some reason it got disconnected through EV Mux.
Interesting because it wasn't fluctuating on our end. It didn't look like you were doing
Yeah, that's what I'm
anything.
saying. Yeah, my voice meter is going up and down, like the microphone's working just fine. Usually that's enough for me to know the audio's going, but I've never had this in StreamYard where I see the audio going up and down, but StreamYard's not getting the audio. That's never happened. Fucking EV Mux, you noobs.
okay.
Fix your
That was
shit. And then I saw this LDG disconnected. I'm like, wait a second, why is there two LDGs in here? I'm like, I see one up here on the left and one on the right that says disconnected.
wow. You can't make these stories up.
Live and learn, huh? That's how you find out.
But yeah,
But
I can also attest to, like, Bird, you think you're just gonna do your same old thing. Yeah, you don't know until you actually do it. And I know you had like one video, but when I was streaming and I was hitting 600 plus people watching, yeah, it's hard just to be yourself.
yeah, exactly.
Like
You
it's
suddenly
when
feel
when
like
you have a lot of people watching, it hits you like different.
by
Like
the
I'm
way,
very anxious.
everybody, here's our resident internet expert LDG who couldn't figure it out.
Oh yeah, I couldn't fix my own shit. Yo, what's going on, guys? The IT guy who fired himself.
Nice one. Yeah, but that's EV Max, everybody. Best software ever. And I did
And
mention that LDG
Daniel is
recommends.
here too.
Yeah, Daniel is.
Debating what I'm gonna do tonight.
So, what was it like shaking Ryan Kinnell's hand? Did his anemic arm like snap off?
I don't know if I want to say anything, but I mean, I met the guy in person. So when you meet someone in person, you kind of have like a different Highlander sense than when you meet him online.
Okay.
And I don't know. There was something about it when I shook his hand that was just weird. That's all I'll say. Got a
He
weird
rubs me
vibe
the
from
wrong
him.
way. Like I said, I'm not specifying it any further either. I need to constantly watch for like if anybody is coming because this does StreamYard give StreamYard? What kind of software would StreamYard be? No, does StreamYard with a T give you notifications?
It's YouTube, I think, that gives the notifications. I don't think it's StreamYard.
No, I mean when somebody's trying to join the panel.
Yes, it gives you like a little beep sound.
Hello, Ross Dog's Broken Spirit.
Hello there. Hello there, everybody in the chat.
I have no idea who that is. So LDG really shared me out. Man, he's like my
I
pimp.
also shared out your
Oh yeah.
screen.
No, I was doing it before it was cool.
I mean, just to be
Yeah.
clear, I shared it out before we went live.
What's up,
Ah,
Pooch? What do you want, Pooch?
that makes sense. Before we how did we even get on the subject of the Friday Night Tights and Doomcook thing? Oh, the Civil War
Programming about it.
trailer, and yeah, and the negative reviewing based on trailers of movies you've never seen.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's lovely. I mean, this year some movies are coming out. I I don't care about anything except for finishing Dune finally, because I thought the first one was good, but I wish it had finished. I wished we had gotten both movies at the same time, because I didn't want it to end in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, it's a good thing they did finish it. A lot of people were wondering if that was going to
Yeah,
happen.
yeah. Even though it didn't did. My God, my English is terrible today. Didn't do great at the box office. The
I'd
first
say,
one.
I'd say it got mixed reviews, and I know that mixed reviews seems what they say everything about these days, but I'd say it was middling reviews from what I heard.
Yeah, I was just talking about the box office. It was like 400 million, but that was
Yeah.
also the time when everybody was still, wearing masks and that kind of stuff. I think that's how long ago it was, the first one.
Yep.
Oh
The
crap!
only movie I'm looking forward to this year is Deadpool 3.
I'm not.
You
And
think
I
it's
kind
gonna?
of know it's not going to be as good as the first two,
The
but
second one already felt like too much of the same thing.
Yeah, but my question, but for you, Bird, is
Private
you think
chat
you think it's gonna be good despite being under the House of Mouse now?
Which private chat?
I'm just going to give it a chance.
group. Private chat. Click group. Left hand side next to comments. Just thought
Comment?
you have a little competition.
What?
On the left hand side
Oh,
next to the
there's
word comment
another
says the word private chat.
someone
And then I
else.
put
Ah,
two
there it
things in
is on
there.
the bottom. Why? Usually it's on the top.
Bottom.
Oh,
What
it's
else you
just
want
Brand.
bottom for?
You said competition. It's just Brandon. Come on.
He's got more people on his panel than you do. You got the same viewers. All I'm
Who's
saying.
Brandon?
Let's go, Brandon, as somebody who watches a lot of Looney Tunes videos and
Oh,
who always asks you, "Do you like my? Do you like my channel? 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 Do you like my
oh,
channel?" Oh,
I was talking about
he's
Trek World or Trek. I don't remember the name of it. There's a Trek channel that does that every 30 seconds. Can you donate? Give us money. Give us money. Can you donate? Sub. Give us money. Money. Hit the alert.
All right, yeah, okay. Just for the record, they do it because they're money grubbing assholes. Brendan does it because not those reasons.
I think he's just a
I'm
bit.
not gonna argue that. I don't know who Brandon is.
Brandon, I
No,
think
I'm
he's
just
just a
saying
bit
he's yeah he's
insecure.
yeah
Good for Brandon.
it's a Brendan thing.
Yeah, it's a Brandon thing.
I gotta give my dog some water. I'll be right back.
Yeah, so
So yeah,
To be
LDG.
honest,
but
Did you ever find that movie I recommended ages ago? A German movie with subtitles called 23. I talked about that ages ago when I was new on
I
your
think we
play.
did. I remember you mentioning some 23 movie that's not the one that I'm thinking that everybody's thinking of with
A German movie.
Ace Ventura.
No,
Yeah,
German movie
I didn't watch it though. No,
about one of the first hackers ever from the 80s. They were doing on like a Commodore 64s, and it was a story about a guy from Germany, a true story, um, was hacking into American accounts because the USA had military bases, still do in Germany, and selling it to the Russians in the 80s.
Oh,
And that's a really great movie. It took some creative license, but it's a really fun movie. But it would be with subtitles, so you have to be in the mood for it. I'm not always in the mood for subtitles.
ooh, 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 ooh. I am debating what I'm gonna do tonight. Slightly hungry.
Go into the buffet.
Yeah. I'm not hungry. I'm not buffet hungry, but
Ah, that's why it's so tight and
I
stuck
never
in my
say,
headphones.
buffet doesn't mean all you can eat more than it means all you want to eat, or eat more than you can eat anything you want, like you're not stuck with one dish. You can have this or that and the other. You don't have to like, have 9 plates of it or anything like that. More of a variety thing, but
So, everybody in the chat, which is nobody, 2 of my new chat moderators are here. 2 of 3.
Wow, somebody has a chair that's as squeaky as mine.
I actually use a garden chair.
oh god. I had to use a garden chair for a little while. Oh, that was horrible.
I switched to that because it's
Painful.
lower and it actually made my back feel better. Just
Absolute pain.
you remember the Star Trek Enterprise episode? Was it Anomaly? No, not Anomaly. Singularity, where everybody gets obsessed with something, and Trip Tucker gets obsessed with the captain's chair,
Right.
and in the end, it's like it's perfect. What did you do? I lowered it by 1 centimeter. This is why I have a garden chair. I constantly get back problems on my computer. And then I switch to a garden chair. It's just all that is a bit lower. My back got better. I used to have like a really fancy office chair, but it was too high.
Well, as long as it feels good for you,
Yeah, it
what
does.
matters?
They are also really cheap, so they break all the time. But they're because they are
Easily
cheap, I can
replaceable.
replace them. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of crazy these days. Everyone at these fancy gaming chairs.
Yeah, my nephew has one of those. It was actually pretty comfortable sitting on it when I was sitting on it.
I would bet, though, dollar for dollar. In fact, I'm sure, without a doubt, the chair, quote unquote, that I am using when I'm on YouTube costs more than anyone else. Anyone else you've ever seen broadcast from a YouTube, I bet I have the most expensive one.
What?
I don't, and
You
that's
know, you're never even on camera. Why do you need a
huh?
chair? Can't you just do it from your bed?
My hospital bed
His hospital
turns
bed is his
into a
chair.
chair
Ah, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
in
see what
chair
you're getting
mode.
at.
I, you would not find even if Elon Musk himself would not have a more expensive chair behind him, lest he was in his own rocket. Perhaps if he was in his rocket taking off, then you could say that costs more. Anyone
Yeah, but you're not
broadcasting
you're not in a chair though. You're in a bed that folds. No offense,
the bed could be a chair.
but
I
it's a
could put it
bed though.
in a,
That's
if I could put it
yeah.
in
I
a
mean,
chair position. Just, just understand. I'm calling this. I have the most expensive chair in YouTube history.
Dude, LDG, can you hack like a better price check bed controls?
yeah, right. I can make it freaking fold and shit automatically. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna get right on that.
That would be something I could set up a page connected to the internet that as the
Correct.
It's
as
when you
the
it's when you do your bed life and when you
as
doze
the
off and we can give you a nudge.
watches
Oh,
as people watching they could vote as to how the bed.
Oh, how about, well, might as
Hmm,
well make money off it. Have it where it's controlled by super chats.
that's it. That's it. That's it. The
And the
more
bigger the
because of
super
the
chat, the
super
harder it
chat,
vibrates.
the hard.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you vibrate them off the chair.
The more it
Or it's
the
like begging to stop. Please, guys,
stop
stop.
it, please, for the love of God. Someone super chat me back to flat. No.
They're going to super chat this and if you sit up.
Yeah. They're gonna super chat me till I slide out of the bed.
now you should have like your bed motorized so we can drive you around in it.
Oh God.
Well, if you wanted to get really cool with it, you get one of those freaking iPhone robots or whatever, where people can remote in and like control a little robot that goes around your house. You go
Oh,
play
like
with
play with
go play with
Sassy.
Sassy and yeah, and nephew will
Play
pray and
Sassy and
help
nephew
help mom will
play
pray with the dishes, and
around
you
the
can like
house.
go around Bird's house and
Yeah, we'll
get to
control
spend a day with Bird.
yeah, Roomba or Prey.
I'm serious. Like it's a good idea. I know I get this. Maybe a couple of wrinkles you got to do out, but I mean, as long as you're cool with people like controlling the robot and like
I'm
going around
not
your house and shit.
I'm not cool with people controlling a robot going around my house.
LDG
Obviously, you'd
wasn't
have
talking about
hours
one
only
robot.
available during bird life or something, and whatever. It's not like you make it 24/7, like some Chucky doll that somebody can take in the middle of the night and like disconnect your oxygen or something.
Okay. Super chats controlling the oxygen level.
Sisso Prey is calling. I'll be back.
I'll be back. That's my line, even though I'm not Austrian.
No, it was cool though. I got to say, I like to think I have a good slate with meeting people on YouTube. I'm sorry, people meeting me on YouTube. Like I met Sisso Prey. That went okay. She didn't completely freak out or call the police. I met Elihu and hung out with him for a few days. Had some good times.
I
Positive
don't even remember him.
Candor, Walton, a few others. I think every time someone met me, it went down okay. Nobody freaked out and said, "Holy shit, guy's a freaking freak." Well, I don't got a good feeling about him.
About who?
At least not that they told me.
Oh, you were talking that thing.
Yeah, yeah. Well, just saying, like when people met me, because like people
Yeah.
have met me. Like,
You were talking from the perspective of another person. That's what I was going to say.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I would react too negatively to you either. But I am a pretty friendly, nice person.
Well, remember, you're getting the watered down version of me online. Like you meet me in person, it's a whole nother. You're getting the concentrate.
I'm probably
Oh.
used to a lot when it comes to people. And ground rules are, as long as you don't lie about me behind my back, everything's fine.
Oh, but lying in front of the face is cool?
So that's totally fine, as long as you don't do it behind my
Okay.
back. I hate that.
Ah, gotcha. Oh, well, then just
Like if
don't
you
turn around,
say,
we'll be fine.
like right now, John Gill is a mass murderer and, started the war in all these countries, and I don't care. But doing it behind my
Gave
back,
me syphilis or something like that, no? Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Totally okay?
yeah, that's
Yeah.
totally okay, as long as it's not
Alright.
behind my back. I hate that.
Oh, nice. This program has where I can mute the conversation. I wish StreamYards had that.
Right?
Yeah, usually when there's somebody on, I don't want to hear. I take my headphones off.
Eh, yeah, no, you can, like, mute people here, it's pretty cool. I was vouching for that feature a while ago,
What,
but
you can't do
nobody
that on
listens to me,
StreamYard?
so
What?
I'll
You
do it
can
myself.
mute me on StreamYards? Huh?
Yeah, you can mute people if you
No,
want to, yeah?
I'm saying you can mute them from the whole panel. I'm talking about where I just want to mute myself, where I don't want to hear a certain, if somebody's
Ah,
going on and
hmm.
on about the same
Yeah,
story they told 10 times. I have to take my headphones off. I don't want to hear it again and again and again.
yeah.
That kind of thing.
Okay, he's complaining about us repeating ourselves too much. We didn't do that, actually.
Nobody here. I didn't mention anybody here, did I?
No.
But it happens. There's certain people that I think they might have bad memories, but they tend to repeat themselves a lot. And I don't want to be rude, so I just take my headphones off until I see the little bubbles stop moving, and then I put the headphones back on.
So, who else do I know? I don't actually know that people. I'm actually glad for LDG inviting Daniel, who has been really the life of this channel. I mean,
I know, Daniel.
if,
We need to have
if
you up,
Daniel hadn't
Daniel.
been here, I would have ended the panel ages ago. He's really
Yeah, I guess he's
breathed
all
life
excited
into
about
it.
Section 31. Bless him. He's all excited. He's hoping Section 31 gets made.
Well, it's
Yeah.
not me now.
Ah, there he is.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. Were you there when I talked about how Michelle Yeoh is good in everything except Star Trek?
I think I recall hearing something about that. Yeah.
I think she just phoned it in the entire time she was on Discovery. I didn't like the role. That's why she quit in that horrible Gardens of the Galaxy. No,
I think,
Guardian of the.
remember, she had to follow the director's instructions. So I think what she did is she just acted like everybody else, like she doesn't give a shit. And that blended in well with everyone else. So I think that's what happened. That's how she got away with it.
I mean, she's such a mustache twirling, annoying. I mean, just that character and that the way she phones it in, and I can't even describe it in proper sentences. It's Giorgio is just terrible in every way, and that's coming from the actress who was in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, which I watched as a teenager, and thought that was like uh, a lot of people don't understand when I say that. To me, it's the best Star Wars movie outside of the original trilogy, because it's like a Star Wars movie without the space stuff. Because of the way they fight, because of the way the story is structured, because of the way the story works, it's like a Star Wars movie.
Are you talking about Crouching Tiger?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I like that movie. I remember my mother, when she was alive, I showed it to her. She hated it. Oh, she hated it. But I liked it.
I loved
But
it.
she's not into the martial arts movies. I am.
Yeah, but it wasn't really martial arts. It wasn't like a Bruce Lee or anything where
No,
they're like
right.
beating
I'd
each
say
other up.
it was. No, it was like that was part of the movie, but it wasn't like centered around it. It was kind of like a romance fantasy sort of thing.
It wasn't real fighting. It was like Star Wars fighting.
She hated when
Yeah,
they were fighting on the leaves. Where they would jump up in the tree
yeah.
and stand on a leaf and defy
I loved
gravity.
it so much. That
I
was
know that's what my mom hated because it just took her out of the movie, which I can understand.
I loved that so much. And that's why I said it's like a Star Wars movie. It's like they're using the Force, that secret technique they're using. It's like they're
That's what I
using the
tried to
Force.
tell. Yeah, I tried to tell her that. It's like like magic.
Yeah, it feels like a Star Wars movie.
It wasn't the first movie of that type to do that. I mean,
Yeah,
I remember watching low budget movies in the '70s where they would jump up cliffs and stuff like that, and up buildings.
yeah,
So
but
I was used
they
to
did
it.
it so well in that one.
Yeah, that was
It
a little
was
more.
so
It,
well made.
it had it had the no, sorry, the fancy wire work by that. I
Mm.
can't remember that guy who was famous at the time for doing a lot of wire work in movies.
Yeah, I'm not a wire work expert.
Yeah, it was this one guy who was doing a lot of the movies at the time, and he was really good. I think he may have passed away because I know a lot of times now when they do wire work, it looks like them on wires,
Mm.
and he was able to avoid that cliche. Have you ever seen Iron Monkey?
No,
Oh, those are some good ones.
I
If you
know the
like
band with
Crouching
that
Tiger,
name.
if you like Crouching Tiger, you'd like Iron Monkey. Look for it.
Okay.
And back.
Hello, bird.
Sorry about that.
No
Cecil
problem.
Gray called in.
How's she doing?
She is she's doing okay.
Very good.
She had a massage at home
Hopefully
today.
not from Deej.
No, not indeed.
Okay, then
Yeah.
she's good. Okay.
Well,
She
I
found,
wish I could get. I wish I could get a massage. I could use one of those so badly.
yeah, she found someone that came to the house with all the equipment, and yeah, so good for
Nice.
her.
I mean, yeah, I could use a massage too. I probably have the same, a similar problem as Pop, that sharing a bed with a dog, you have to assume some weird position because the dog takes up most of the place.
Well, for me, I've got bone cancer, so if I was getting a massage, I'd be screaming in pain. It
Mm.
hurts if somebody even touches my ribs. I can't even. It's hard to take even a deep breath or cough without screaming in pain
Mm.
and knocking the wind out of me. So that's the only reason why I can't get a massage.
Oh
I mean, it sounds
man,
great, but I can't
it's
do it.
terrible.
How I have to ask, what level? Like, are you just not going to be around next week, or is that manageable?
I just started treatment. I've had different stages of cancer over the past year, and I'm just now starting treatment for the bone cancer. I had to go and jump through all these hoops to get approved for treatment. I had to go to a dentist and do all these other things because basically the treatment kills your bones. But I just got approval for treatment, so they're starting that. But it took so long to get the approval that it's advanced to the point where I'm really in a lot of pain. They give me what is it I have here? Like I just took about 8 pills while you guys were talking. It's my cocktail I have to take twice a day, and I took oxycodone and acetaminophen, and that helps a little bit. But I've just got to be like when I'm sleeping, I have to sleep on my back. Even though on my back I cannot sleep, but I've had to get used to it. If I sleep on my sides, it's a excruciating pain.
Yeah, my
So I
question
just
was
do
just
what I
kind of,
can.
are you gonna get through it, or does it
I
suck?
hope so. I don't know the ending until I get there.
I see. Okay. Open end
My
is
other,
always good. Open
yeah,
end is
my
always
other,
good in life.
the other cancers that I've had are seem to be improving. They say so. That's good.
You have others?
Oh yeah, I'm at stage 4. I had brain, lung. Um, I don't know. I lost count now, but now I'm working on. I'm focusing on the bone.
Where do you get that stuff from?
I wish I knew. I would have avoided it.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be nice to kind of hit the rewind button in life and kind of
Well, what didn't help is I had it when I was in California. I had a general practitioner, and I kept going to her, telling her, "Look, I'm in pain. There's something wrong." Well, you're okay. You just had pneumonia. Because I was coughing, I was having trouble breathing, and I was in pain. You're fine. You have pneumonia. That's all. Here, take a couple pills. You're fine. You're fine. For months, she kept telling me that. Finally, I said, "Screw you," and I went to the hospital. And then that's when I found out I had severe cancer, and she was
yeah.
just full of BS.
That's actually what happened to my second oldest brother. That doctors were just refusing to take him seriously. It took like 6 years until
Yeah,
his tumor on his kidney was discovered. It's like, what the hell?
that's what it took for me. I was having
Oh,
seizures because of the
yeah.
brain tumor.
Yeah, he had not kidney, the one next to it, the adrenal gland, the stuff pumping
The adrenal
adrenaline.
gland.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he had a tumor on that. That's why he was always nervous and always fidgety and always restless and always had like the restless legs and shaking his legs and couldn't sleep and everything. And he went from one doctor to the next, and they were all like, "Oh, it's psychological. Oh, it's just this. Oh,
Oh
it's just
no.
that." And it's just,
No, it's not. I have something similar.
yeah,
It makes it very, very difficult to sleep.
yeah,
It's not only restless legs, but it feels like ants crawling all over me. So you're
yeah,
trying to sleep, and then like somebody jabbing needles in the bottom of your feet.
yeah.
So they finally gave me a drug called gabapentin, and without that, I wouldn't be able to sleep. So that was like a big savior. More drugs, just more drugs, pile on more drugs.
Yeah, the funniest thing was my brother told me the doctor told him it's genetic and we should all have that looked into. And I'm also a very nervous person. I went to my doctor and said, my brother told me this and this. And the doctor said, oh, that's probably psychological. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Well, one problem is now that we have the internet and Google, a lot of people like to, they go on, which you can't blame them. They go on to Google and they
Yeah.
self-diagnose, and then when they go to
Yeah,
the doctor, the
self-diagnosing
doctor,
is shit.
right, the doctor's like, I don't listen to that. Listen to me, and they don't like to be second guessed.
Yeah,
So I think that's
but
a lot of reasons why doctors ignore people.
that was something my brother's doctor told my brother that he should tell the rest of his family that it's genetic, that it's a genetic condition, and that we should tell it to our doctors. So it wasn't self-diagnosed.
Well, for me, it wasn't either. I was taking the doctor's word for it. I thought, well, I guess it's a pneumonia. She must know what she's talking about.
No.
But when I started having the seizures, I knew it wasn't just pneumonia. But by then, it had already advanced to a big old tumor in my brain, and I had to have it removed.
Yeah, seizures aren't fun either. I mean,
No, I wouldn't. No, I wasn't exactly jumping for joy.
yeah. Well, you were kind of jumping to the ground. No,
Yeah.
I have only had it described to me because I've had seizures before, and my mom and my sister were sitting next to me one day, and I was sitting on a chair, and I was laying on the ground. I don't remember any of it.
See,
Then
I remember mine. They always ask me, "Would you remember? Did you black out?" I'm like, "No, I remember every second of it."
I don't remember any of it. I remember waking
Yeah.
up and thinking, why? What is wrong with you? Why are you acting
Yeah.
like what? Why are you all so
Blacking
nervous?
out. Right.
No, my family when I had a seizure in front of them, and I woke up like 20 minutes later, or 15 or 10, or I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I just remember waking up, and everybody was standing around me, being all nervous and all concerned about me. And I was like, "What is wrong with you? Leave me alone. I just woke up here."
Yeah, I can imagine their concern. I can understand it.
Yeah, I didn't understand it because I didn't remember passing out or waking up.
No, but it is when you see somebody else doing it, it's very scary.
Yes, I also saw somebody else doing it. That was yeah, freaky.
Right? And if you have the type where you black out, you could easily fall and hit your head or something.
I actually heard a story about a guy who had a seizure while riding his bicycle. That's bad timing.
Yeah, I was walking my dog when I had my first one.
Yeah, but riding a bicycle, that's probably the worst possible
Oh, it
timing.
is. Yeah, that's why. And I was also
No,
driving at the time for Uber, so I had to stop driving.
driving an actual car having a seizure is probably worse than a
I don't know.
bicycle.
Cars have airbags and all that protection stuff. Riding a
Well, yeah, for
bicycle,
you, but
you're
not if
just
you hit
falling
somebody.
over.
Not if you hit somebody though, and that's if you're driving and you black out. I was lucky where my seizures I wasn't blacking out, so if I would have had one while I was driving, I would have been able to pull over. The seizures were affecting the left hand side of my body, so if I would have had a seizure while I was driving, I could have used the right hand, like my right hand, to pull over and stop. So fortunately, it didn't get that bad. But unfortunately, even though I got rid of the brain cancer and had the surgery back in June, my left hand and arm is still affected. So I'm going through physical therapy for that now.
The thing was I only had one seizure in my life, so it's not exactly a big story about all the seizures I had. But that was a day my mom and sister. I have to open online conversion because of you Americans.
Darn Americans.
Um, 1 second temperature because that was Fahrenheit to Celsius. No, Celsius to Fahrenheit. Why would I convert Fahrenheit to Celsius?
Hush up. Come on, Pooch.
99 degrees Fahrenheit.
That's cold.
What?
That's cold.
99? Not my body temperature. The
Where you
temperature.
said 9 degrees Fahrenheit, right?
99.
Oh, 99. Okay. That
Yeah.
was your body temperature?
No, not my body temperature. That was the temperature outside.
Yeah,
And
that's that's hot.
we were just chatting, and it was like, I don't feel so good, and there I went.
Oh, well, where I'm from in California, it was regularly in the summer 115 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, suffice to say, in northern Germany, I'm not exactly used to that. That was a hot summer.
No, if you're not used to it, then it's not good.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys think about the possibility of Paramount being sold? Apparently, somebody named Byron Allen is looking at it. I guess the news seems to be changing every week. But I think I've heard that if it sells, that they're going to sell Star Trek separately. I don't know if that's true or not.
I don't think that an improvement can be assumed
Oh no,
with any
improvement
selling.
not in this day and age. No,
Uh,
I mean it'd be nice, but to get a company that's not woke to buy it, I don't think so.
yeah, I don't. We haven't talked that much in the past. I don't care that much about the woke stuff because I'm not American. The American culture war is obviously not mine, even though it does still affect me in the entertainment I watch. That a lot of stuff is just randomly shit. But I'm not sure how any selling would improve it.
Hey, I'm sorry I gotta go for a bit. I don't
All
have.
right.
Okay.
Well, take
I
care,
don't know
Bird.
what to do.
I hope
All right,
everything's
take
all
care,
right,
buddy.
Bird.
I'll mute, but if you end the stream or whatever, that's fine.
I have 15 minutes left.
Well, good luck,
Yeah,
Bird.
I
Hopefully
probably won't
everything's
be back.
okay.
Yeah, it's okay. I just need some time.
Yeah.
So,
Have a
talk to
good
you guys
day.
later.
Kapla, sir.
Hail Koroga.
Yes.
And yeah.
You should be
I was
honored.
just
Bird is quite the celebrity. So that's very cool to have him on your stream.
I've known Bird by proxy for a long time because I've been on Salty, formerly Anti-Tracker, for ages.
That's how I first heard of Bird. I saw him in the
Yeah.
background on one of Salty's virtual screens, and I thought, well, who's that guy? And I looked
Yeah.
him up, and needless to say, I've been a sub to Birds ever since, and I haven't been on Salty's in years.
Yeah, I still go to I still go to Michael's place, even though he's a bit of a pompous ass. But I'm I'm not a judgmental person. If somebody doesn't do anything to me, I don't. Sorry, I've been drinking a lot of Coca-Cola. I'm
I'm drinking
burping.
Pepsi, so to each their own, right?
I'm
So you're
burping while I
you're
talk.
you're a Pepsi man. I mean, you're a Coke man. I'm a Pepsi man.
No,
So
Coca-Cola is just a brand name that I use as a um. I've been drinking a lot of generic Coca-Cola.
oh, okay. So it's just
Um.
Coke. Coke.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, that's what generic Coke is called. Just Coke.
I
Coca
see.
Cola is a brand specific.
Huh. So you just call it
Cola,
Coke.
Coke or cola,
Huh.
because it's cola flavored.
Yeah, but technically there's still brand names of Coca-Cola. That's what always confused me.
Is
No,
New Coke still around?
nope. That was a failed experiment. That's when
Nope.
they were trying to taste like Pepsi.
Yeah.
I
Daniel, you've
remember
been.
New Coke.
But like if you buy like an off brand, like Shasta is a good example. It's called cola. So off brands are usually called cola.
Daniel, do you remember something I actually miss, even though it was kind of terrible, but also kind of cool? Crystal Pepsi.
Oh yeah, I tried that at 7-Eleven. It was good.
It tasted like Pepsi. It didn't look like Pepsi because it's transparent, but it tasted like it. Yeah, so we had that when I was a kid. Crystal Pepsi. What kind of weird idea?
So I guess it was just same as Pepsi without the food coloring.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah. It's just
Okay.
transparent.
Okay. I remember the name, but I never tried it.
Yeah, that was in the 80s. That was when I went to elementary school.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
back when you could buy soda and it was still in a glass bottle.
It's like, Pop, you're older than me, right?
Definitely. I'm the oldest one here on the panel, that's for sure.
How much? Give me your birth
Well, I
year.
don't know how old you are, but I'm 59.
Is it your birth year or your age?
Born in 64, I am 59 years old, so there's both.
All right. Yeah. Born 82.
The year I graduated high school.
Yeah, good year.
Good movies out that year. Yeah, that was a good
Yeah,
summer for movies, that's for sure.
good year to be born. And Daniel, he was born, 2006.
Daniel's a young
actually, I was
yeah.
born March 22nd, 1987.
Ah,
97,
I was close.
Yeah, 87. 87.
87, 87. That was the year I got out of the Air Force.
Air Force. Nice. I was drafted, but never went anywhere.
Well, I wasn't drafted because there was no draft point. I mean, everybody had to
Yeah,
register for it, but they weren't drafting anyone at the time.
yeah. The draft was only abolished here way after my time, like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I was drafted, but nothing ever. Like that was just basically just wasted time, wearing a uniform and hanging around doing nothing.
Yeah, that was me pretty much. They lied to me about the job because I went in wanting a specific job. I got a really good score on my entrance exam, so I was falsely thinking they were going to give me a good job, and instead they lied and gave me one of those jobs that nobody wants because nobody wants it, and they had to fill it. So they said, "Well, if you re-enlist for another 4 years, we'll give you the job we originally promised." I was like, "Nope, no, thank you.
Nope.
You lied to me. You took away 4 years of my life. Nope." And I got the hell out of there. Never turned back. Never regretted it.
My oldest brother actually did that. He enlisted after the draft and then became like a supply officer, thinking, he was doing well and everything. And then they transferred him in like the darkest corner of nowhere.
Oh
And he
no.
went like completely crazy and became an alcoholic.
Uh, yeah, it tends to do that to some people.
Yeah.
Some people like the life. They called them lifers. And those are the ones that were happy with what they were doing. And they said, yeah, I'll reenlist. And it's like good for them, but not for me. The pay was so low, we were getting less than people on welfare. If we wanted any spending money, we had to go out and get a part-time job. So most of us were like working 8 hours, 8 to 10 hours, our military job, and then we were going and working like another 8 hours, like fast food or something. And it wasn't worth it. We weren't treated very well. It's
No, the
just
thing was, what you said about lying was that my brother was drafted, like everybody was drafted back then, and he was stationed here, close to, his siblings, like me, his
yeah,
parents, and his friends, and everybody. And then they asked him to enlist fully, so they sent him like
far
after
far away.
enlisting, they sent him far away, and he's a really real family man. And I said,
Yeah,
no, that's not that's not what I signed up for.
exactly. And you can't. It's not like you can deny or refuse and say no. It's like no, you
Yeah,
got to do whatever they
exactly.
say.
After you put your John Hancock under the contract, it's like, shit.
You
No.
are property of the government at that
Yeah,
point. They can do
exactly.
whatever they want with you.
I was like, motherfuckers, this is not what I wanted.
Yeah, it's even at the point where, like, if you're, let's say, you're arm wrestling with a buddy and you're in the military, you're arm wrestling and your arm gets broken. They can go after your buddy for damaging government property. I mean, you are physically just a piece of property to them.
Yeah. I mean, he did at least get some titles and qualifications, I guess, that he could use later in life, but
Not
nothing
me.
useful.
Exactly the same here. I could have pursued that career, but okay, I wanted to get into it because I was from high school. I was already into electronics, geek stuff, and
Dog.
things like that, and I got a really good score on my entrance exam, like I said. So I told them that I wanted to get into radio and television broadcasting because the military has what's called the Armed Forces Network, and I wanted to get into that. I had already worked at a television station to some capacity, and that's the field I wanted to get into.
Yeah.
So imagine saying, "Oh, I want radio and television broadcasting," and they say, "Okay, sure," and they assign me to the flight line pumping gas on the airplanes. So it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like screw
That's
them.
similar.
And then when I got out, I said, no, I'm not going to follow that. I could have easily went and got a job pumping gas, but no, I
Mm.
was too upset, and I was like, no, it wasn't right. I learned at a very early age that the government is not truthful. They do what they want.
Yeah.
But oh well. What I am lucky about is I served when we had a president that was not a warmonger. So
Mm.
I served under Ronald Reagan, And before him, we were at war, and after him, we were at war. But when he was in office, we were not. So I was lucky for that.
It's funny though that we are from different countries, different continents, and the basic truth still remains the same. The
Yes.
government is fucking with us and doesn't give a shit.
Yes. No. And not only that, though, but another thing I learned about since I was in the military is when we go to war against another country, like let's say America against Germany, it's not the people against the people; it's the governments against the government.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right? Because
Mm.
the German people are thrust into something they don't want just as
Mm.
much as we, the American
Yeah.
citizens, we don't want it either. But we've got to do what our government tells us to do,
Exactly.
and our governments are often dragging us into useless wars for their own political gain, and
Yeah.
it's really sad.
Yeah. I mean, I used to know a guy who was sniper in Kosovo, and he had stories to tell, and it was just really dark.
I could have been a sniper. If I'd have been in the Marines or the Army, I would have been. I have a really good eye.
Yeah,
But since I
but
was Air
no,
Force, that's not me.
you really I mean, watching it in a movie, it sounds cool, but
Oh no,
uh,
I hear it's
um,
really bad. It's very traumatic for people
he
that do
had
it.
nightmares, extreme nightmares about seeing the faces of people that he was going to kill.
Yep,
That was, I,
yep. Sometimes it's somebody you don't want to shoot, and you have to. It's an order.
it doesn't even matter if you want it or not. I mean, it's always people. It's always
Yes,
human beings.
it is.
Even if it's like evil people, it's still human beings.
Yep.
Evil human beings are still human beings that you're still going to see in front of your face when you have nightmares.
Yes.
Even it's like the freaking Taliban or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's the face of a human being.
And it all depends on perspective. A lot of people don't like
Yeah.
snipers. They think they're cowards.
Uh,
So
they have to.
some
They have
people
to
might
go
consider
through
them
the
heroes,
worst
but
shit.
well, I know, but I'm just saying it is perspective. Some
Hmm?
people think they're heroes. Some people don't think so.
Yeah, they have to go through the worst shit unless, you know, the military found some sociopath who doesn't care. Most people are going to react really badly to you know seeing the
Yes, I
faces.
agree.
Yeah.
So this, on another note, this software you're using, EvMux, is that correct? That's the name, but EVMux.
EV I think it's called.
So this is the free version that you're using.
Yeah.
Well, it seemed to be okay. It just took
Yeah.
a little bit of a learning curve when I first got on, but it
Yeah.
seemed to be all right.
Yeah. I do have a 2 hour limit, so we have to be
Oh,
finished
that I
in
didn't
2
know.
minutes. Yeah, I do have a 2 hour limit,
Oh, okay.
unfortunately.
I think the limit on StreamYard is 11 or 12 hours.
I've on the free version.
Yeah.
Huh. That's something that LDG should have told me. That would have been one of my priorities.
Well, you could.
I
Well, I've
told you how
seen.
to get around it, you shit for face.
How do I get around it? Tell me you
You
fast.
just
In one and a
another
half minutes.
email and another email, and you just have a second account with a different email. It's an extra 2 hours or whatever.
So do you say, okay, everybody, I'm ending the stream. Join me on this next stream. Is that how you do it?
Yeah, exactly. And then you switch accounts and you go live.
Oh,
Ah,
hmm.
see. Yeah, that makes sense.
Am
We
I
had
right
that
about that?
conversation when we first did this. I was telling you about the. I remember. I specifically remember telling you about the
No,
limits and how to get around it and all
I
that
was
shit.
talking about one single continuous stream, not one stream after another.
Oh. Well, sometimes that's best though.
Am I right about the 11-hour max on StreamYard's LDG or 12
I think
hours,
it's
whatever that
20,
20? Okay.
unless they changed it. Like that was a long time ago.
On the
And I
free
right,
Maybe
and
they
I've
changed
never
it since then.
Yeah, and I've never pushed it. I've never had those marathons like some people do.
Pop and LDG, say goodbye fast. We have 30 seconds.
Thank you,
Later, guys.
everybody.
Take
Thank you for having
care.
me on
Right.
here. Join me
Nice
in
having
about
you
an
here.
hour. Join me about an hour for Rumblings from the Lab on my channel, if you're able to.
Nice. Sweet.
And
Will
Daniel,
do.
I
Hey,
hope to see you soon,
Daniel.
Daniel.
Thanks for
Let's
having me
do the
on, buddy.
Bolton salute and Daniel.
Live long and prosper, Daniel.
Live long and prosper. Peace and long life.
Bye
Take
bye,
care, buddy.
everybody. And good night, Bert, if you're
Hot dogs and
listening.
bananas.
Okay, we're over the time. Nothing happened.
How do you leave? I don't know.
Am I offline?
It says live.
It says live.
But it says now it's 2 hours.
Yeah, it is 2 hours, but why? It warned me that I would be kicked off. What?
I guess the only way to tell is by looking at your YouTube and see if it's still broadcasting.
Yeah, I have my stream on YouTube open in my 1 quadrillion tabs on Firefox. Let me just check.
Yeah, on YouTube it shows it's still live.
Yeah, you still seem to be there. Is Evie Max lying to me? I'm still here.
I'm still here. Well, in